Look, the way I see it as a stranger, it's like the Old West, only it's cleaned up by social rules and legal agreements. However, underneath it all, and most relevantly, the baddest man rules because he can take it, because he can enforce his will, power his will out physically, socially by intimidation, the Murphy game, double dealing, wheeling and dealing, more experience, the ability to give himself a conscience and then take that conscience away at will when it's convenient, the ability to hide facts, to lie, to manipulate, to make phony promises, pie in the sky. That's the Murphy game. I spoke about this. There's no law that I know of that says he can't do that. There's no law that says if he wants to, if he's tough enough, if he's rough enough, and you are enough of a victim, passive enough, and you're not in good shape, you're not tough enough in your mind and in your body, he just reach down and take it away from you. Who's going to stop him? You? Who's going to stop? The authorities, if they come after the fact. They just write a report. That's all. It is what it is. Nobody should be able to sell a phony fantasy. Alice in Wonderland. That's a tough world out there, any way you look at it. It was well said by W.C. Never give a sucker an even chance. Never give a sucker an even break. And the tough guy, the bad dude or woman. Women can be a hell of a lot dangerous psychopath because they're more subtle. They're smarter at it. What they lack physically, they make up in intuitive ability, in instinct. The bottom line is always keep your emotional and intellectual guard high. Be ready to punch back. Be well prepared with a lot of good trump cards to handle a situation right in front of you. Don't be a sucker. Don't go out like W.C. Fields' sucker. Never give a sucker an even break. Look around. The only one who can stop a bully is the victim. And the only way you're going to stop the bully is to out-tough him. There's no other way. And until you get very tough inside your mind and your body, your punching power, your grabbing power, your brawling power, your physical brute strength, your core strength, your mind strength. But the most important thing is to cover yourself with a steel shield of hard bark on your body. I've learned never turn the cheek on an insult because you're going to get slapped on the other side. You get slapped on one side, you turn the cheek and try to be nice. I'm okay, you're okay, you win, I win, let's have a nice day. Boom, I get hit on the other side of my face. And I get hit hard. And if I fall, I've got to pull myself up under my own power. And if I fall, only luck, providence, can save me from being stomped into the sidewalk. You heard what I'm saying? And if I look around for my savior, if I look around for my hero, my protector, do you know how much damage in a street fight can be done within a matter of seconds before the Good Samaritan comes along, if he ever does? Most of us correctly, listen to what I'm saying, correctly will not get involved. because we're going to turn the heat on ourselves. Now listen to this story. I was at a Mickey D's, and they had this fellow from Little Italy in San Diego, Musco, Bad Musio, Mad Dog Moose. And we were in there. The place was fairly crowded. And Musio was talking to some woman there. And he was enraged. And he told her to sit down and shut up. I'm going to smack you right here. Everybody in the place, including yours truly, we kept our heads down and minded our own business. Why? Respect. That guy was so tough. I mean, there was terror emulating from just his presence, like a mobster. This was a genuine tough guy. This is not a wannabe tough guy. This is a genuine tough guy who will hurt a man just for drill, for any excuse. And when I say hurt him, not just hurt him real bad. So he's scared. He's permanently scared. This is a wild, clear, brazen example of what's done every day on a less violent level. That's what I'm talking about. Depends on who does the intimidation. It depends on who's doing the talking. The presence, the physical damage that you can see the vibes. And here's the bottom line. These guys, I've seen it in the Bronx. I've seen it in the streets of the Bronx. These are the guys that do all the scoring with the women. Not the nice guys. Nobody can challenge me on that. Nobody can. I've seen it with my eyes. These guys are exciting. They're virile. They look like they can really handle themselves, and they can. And a lot of this behavior, I've seen it, it translates to the business world. Don't you see that? It translates to the social world when they're competing for the attention of a woman. Don't you see that? What am I trying to say? It's a tough, hard, competitive, unfairly, unevenly competitive world out there. And the only question is, face it, prepare for it, get in shape for it mentally and physically, or watch yourself die, or be a perennial victim all your life one way or another. Now what do you think about that?